In this video we are going to talk about cat command, which stands for concatenate. Now cat command is one of the most used commands in Linux. So basically what the cat command does, it reads the content of a file, it creates files, and it is used to merge two files. Let's see how these things happen. The syntax goes like this: cat, the insertion operator, and first let's see what files we have in this particular directory. You can see we don't have any file, all are the directories. I want to create a new file, cat file1.txt. txt is extension here, and let's press enter. Now I am in insertion mode, the content insertion mode. This content will be added in file1. Okay, so I'm pressing enter just for the new line character. It won't exit the insertion mode. We will have to press Ctrl+D to exit the insertion mode. Okay, so now I want to just check what is the content of file1. Now when I just see list of the files and directories that we have in Rashid, you can see this file1 is created now. Let's read the content of that file, cat file1.txt. You can see this is the content that we added in file1. So file1 contains this content will be added in file1 string that we added earlier. Now what I can do, I can append the content in that particular file as well. Cat. For this time, I will have to use double insertion sign, and in file1.txt. Once again, I'm in insertion mode. This content will be appended in file1. Okay, file1. Once again, Ctrl+D to exit the insertion mode. And now I did not press the new line character or return key, so we are on the same key here. We are on the same line here, to be specific. Now let's clear out the console. Once again, let's list the files. We have file1.txt. Let's open to check either if the content is appended or not. Cat file1.txt. Okay, this you can see this content will be added in file1. This was the content that we added while creating this particular file, and this was the content that we appended later on. Now this was the second use to append the contents of a text file. Now let's say I want to merge or concatenate two files, but now we have only one file. Let's create the cat file2.txt, and this is the content of file2. Sorry, content of file2. Okay, just a new line character. And now when we check again, we have two files here in this particular directory. I want to merge these two files. The contents of these files should be appended. Cat file1.txt file2.txt. Now the contents of file1 will be inserted in the file2.txt. Now let's see now what are the contents of file2.txt. Okay, in the file2 we have got this content will be added in file1, this content will be appended in file1. So where did the content of file2 go? Remember, we have used this single insertion line that will replace all the things and insert the file 1's content in the file 2, removing all the previous data that we had in file 2. Now there is a solution of that. Let us modify this file 2, cat file2.txt. Let me enter new data, file2.txt. Now remember, I'm using this single insertion, means I want to write the whole new content in file 2. But if I had used the two insertion symbols here, that would be for appending. Okay, so I'm again in insertion mode. This is the new content of file 2. Now let's exit the insertion mode. Now we have file 1 and file 2. When we check the cat file2.txt, you can see this is the new content of file 2 as we use the single insertion operator. Now let's actually append this file 2's content into file 1, cat file2.txt. You can use file 1 here as well, just to enter the content of file 1 into file 2. So now I'm using double insertion sign, file1.txt. Perfect. Now let's see what is the content of file1.txt. Oh, sorry, file1.txt. Look at that. This is the content from here to here, which is the initial content of file 1, and this is the new content that we appended from file 2. So I hope the basic functionality of cat file is now clear for you, and we will move on to the next command in our upcoming video. Thanks for watching.